Hey everyone, this is Lawrence from Vanalist. Today I'm excited to show you a sneak peek of the Electronics Thermal Analysis Toolkit we've been building over the last couple of months. So with this tool, you can load in a PCB file from like sort of IDF format, and we've got a couple here. This is a bit of a simpler one, and what we can do as well is we can then create a mesh for a sort of fluid and solid body thermal simulation. So for here, you can see the mesh is a bit complicated because we've got loads of these small components. So yeah, I'll just move to a smaller case for now. So this is a bit simpler, as I mentioned. So for this mesh, we can clean up some of the problems with it. So we can get rid of some of these really small cells, and then we can also have a look at the thermal properties of the components on the board. So here we can see the sort of max power and operating power, and we can have a play with this for some of the components. And then what we can do as well is we can set a sort of input and output for the simulation. So here we're putting in a fan on the left, and then on the top we'll add an outlet. So just free space so the air can come in here, and that's coming in at 20 degrees C at 10 meters per second, and it can flow out the top. So, okay, let's just run a simulation. I'm doing a very coarse mesh here just for the sake of time. So, okay, as I've clicked run there, the simulation's gone off, and that's running on our GPU cloud server, which is running our in-house built fluid and thermal simulation tool. And just in a sec, we'll get the result back from that, and we can have a look at the visualization. Okay, cool. Here we can see the temperature on the board. So here is not very much power output from the board. So we can see our components, they're not very hot. So this is probably fine. And you can see this is basically the result of, doing a thermal simulation and fluid flow simulation over the whole domain. So I'll just have a look here. You can see we can get a visualization of how the fluid is flowing through the domain. So we've got it coming in from our inlet here, hitting the wall at the end and then being pushed up to the top, and then we've got some sort of recirculation regions in the bottom here. So yeah guys, this is just a first look, but we'd love to get some feedback on this from engineers who are working on electronics cooling problems. So if you've got any problems with your current tools like Flow Thermal Ice Pack, and you've got strong opinions on what you would improve, or anything in your design workflow that's a bit of a pain, please just drop me a message. I'd love to hear. And if you're interested in trying this kind of stuff out over the next few months, just let me know as well. We'd really love to get your thoughts.